Well, welcome to the Our Day Off podcast here at King of the Hammers 2026.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Whiskey Bizzz, dude.
Yeah, man.
Sick.
Can we cuss on here or we keep it clean?
Dude,
okay.
You can do whatever you want.
All right,
yeah.
all right, cool.
We can have a dang party in here.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and drop the F-bomb all day long, but 100% fine.
I'm not really known for playing by the rules, but I try.
Same, buddy. Same. It's amazing that we have mics.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Whatever. It's all good. So, this is not your first Hammers.
No, dude. This is, I'm not racing this year. I'm here pitting and pre-running with CW Motorsports with Tony Willenborg. And so this is my third time out here. I did race the last couple years.
Right.
It was awesome and had a blast. But, hoping we'll be back next year. We'll see.
Yeah, I was under the impression you were racing.
So unfortunately, dude, I race for money, and
good point. And
with nobody getting paid last year, I made a decision that this year I was going to sit out, kind of a fool me once thing, I even though there was a very slim chance that I was going to win anything, it's kind of like there's just the chance to win,
Sure.
So, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way, but I saw that some people were getting paid, and I'm on board for next year.
Heck yeah. Well, this is the 20th year, dude. So it's bad. Crazy to even think that this has gone on for 20 years.
And another thing I do want to add to that is everybody at Hammers has been freaking incredible to me. You know what I mean? Like that was just my only thing with it, right? Like everything we do back home, like I'm not trying to make a living doing it, but man, it helps with the fuel or it helps with something, So it's like I can come out and I can do every single thing besides the race. So and that's what I'm doing, So
well, and a lot of people do that anyway. This whole event is an experience, and I always tell people that. So even if you're just an enthusiast off-roader and you're not necessarily a racer, you need to come here.
Yeah.
And you can attest to that. This place is electric, dude.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this too. Like coming out here, I know my role in this sport, right? I'm a goofy guy making funny videos on the internet. You know what I mean? Like I'm racer. I'm not even racer second or third. I'm racer like 10th. But coming out here and doing anything, making any noise, completing the course, you're freaking doing something. You know what I mean? And like that is like just you can feel it. You're being a part of the team and the crew and everything. It truly is next level experience that you won't get unless you're here. Putting the time in, putting the work in and doing it.
Right. And there's a lot of people here that all have the same passion. That's the best part. No matter where we go. Yeah, you come from, the YouTube world, but like at the end of the day, we're all motorsports based.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a racer, been a racer my whole life, went from dirt bikes to side-by-sides, and now other vehicles. But just to be around the people that are like us and like-minded and love this sport, whether it's 4800, 4400, side-by-side, dirt bike,
Volkswagen Beetle guys,
Beetle class.
Dude, they drive like they have 9 lives.
And for some reason, they let Jim York in here with vans this year.
Dude, these people, do they sleep in straitjackets or something? They in a padded room? Bro, they don't care.
No.
I didn't even know it was a thing, right? And I see them lined up and they're, some of them are nice and some of them are just cobbled together, but they all drive them like they're on fire. It was awesome.
Brock Hager won the bug race. And he was sending it over the singles out here on the thing further than some of the side-by-sides.
Wow.
In a bug. And it's like jumping a cinder block. Dude, it's gnarly.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I've watched my friends build those. I've got a bunch of friends with Team Indiana, and a couple of those guys have built the bugs and raced them.
Yeah.
And I've been close to them and, kind of inspect them, check them out, because I have no desire to race those.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, how does your back feel when you're done with this? Because it looks gnarly. Like they're going through the whoops, just ping-ponging off each whoop.
Dude, I know.
All the way through. And I'm sure it's an absolute blast, but you got to get to the end and you're just like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I could not imagine. After the adrenaline wears off, I don't know how they sleep at night,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sure it's a blast. I'm sure it's a blast.
Yeah.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
I will keep watching.
Same. I will hype them up. I'll be the first one there to cheer them on, but yeah, I'm with you. Count me out. I'm not racing it.
Yeah, no way. Well, dude, I definitely love that you're here. It's super cool that you're supporting the sport of racing.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Especially with your YouTube following and everything. It brings in the extra eyes. It's sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk to you about that I like, that actually my girlfriend is a really good artist, and I've followed you for a while, dude.
Okay.
Your art is top notch.
Thanks, man. Thank you,
I love
dude.
it.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. I do. A lot of work and a lot of time goes into it. So
I am not an artist. I couldn't draw a stick figure if you paid me.
Yeah.
So when I see somebody who's good at something like that, and it just like comes natural to you,
yeah,
I assume, right?
So I'm glad you say that, because that's how I want it to look, right? There is a lot of stuff that gets messed up and it just doesn't make the cut, right? Like,
sure.
Sometime maybe I should do, all the stuff I've messed up and show some of that stuff, but a lot of it is just I'm just too dumb to quit on all of it. Like every aspect of the Batmobile, whatever, these stunts, like, I've got to hold a couple patents, a couple world records, like everything is just because I was just too dumb to quit at it.
All right, everybody. I want to give a quick shout out to CT Raceworks. CT Raceworks makes the baddest parts in the industry, including the parts that Kyle Chaney uses to win the 2025 King of the Hammers 4400 race. Now, if you would like to use those same parts, feel free to go over to CT Raceworks and use the Our Day Off discount code, and that will get you a 5% discount on your entire order at any time. So that's Our Day Off discount code upon checkout. Back to the show.
It wasn't, I'm just average everything, right? I'm not real big, not real strong, nothing. I'm average at everything. The art included. When I was dremeling and doing those things, I screwed up way more stuff than the first time I ever built a roll cage, I threw away more tubing than what I used on the cage. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
It's just a lot of practice, a lot of hard work to get there. And then it starts to look easy, and then we film it. Right?
Yeah. Save the best for last.
Yeah.
Well, and then, like you said, you mentioned the building roll cages. I started building roll cages with my friends back home, and they're all very good at it. I don't claim to be any kind of a cage builder at all, but I have dabbled in it.
Yep.
And built some of my own roll cages and stuff. And I weld and do all that good stuff. It's not my claim to anything, but yep. I will do it, and I like doing it. But there is an art to that.
Yes,
dude. Cage builders, especially if you're good, that's an artwork, man.
Yeah, you have to have an eye for it, and I do believe that you can work hard enough at anything and get good at it, and that's one of those that's a lot more work to get good at it.
For sure.
And a lot of it is just feeling it and seeing it and standing back and just knowing why it doesn't look right, or some of the stuff I know, there's tech and stuff you got to do for certain things,
right?
But then there's other things where it's like you can also meet those requirements and look good, and that's these cars out here, like these factory Players Razor cars, dude. Those things are gorgeous, and they haul ass. So. Yeah. That's when the sauce is just right,
Right, exactly. They put their work in, man. It's been a lot of years perfecting those cars, and it's a lot of race miles too,
Yep.
They go from different platforms and know what fails, fix it, and kind of move forward. And they've over the years perfected all that stuff, and then moved into a race platform that they can buy. Well, most people can buy straight from the factory, right? But these race cars that are getting built on. We had Phil Magilton on, and I don't know if you know Phil. He's the champion for 4400 from last year.
Okay.
He built him and his team at UFO. They built a Mavar drivetrain. Basically, is all that's left, and it's a single seat UFO car.
Yep.
And it was at SEMA. Is the first time I got to see it up, or not SEMA. I'm sorry, PRI this year, and it was the first time I got to see it up close, dude. And I told him the same thing on the podcast. I'm like, dude, what a work of art.
Yeah.
I mean, just the detail. They've got the axle shafts going through the trailing arm in the rear. So it's like protected in the trailing arm.
It's unreal.
It can't get hit by rocks at all, and it can't deflect. Bro, I mean, the ingenuity that UFO comes up with in their cars is just crazy.
Yep. And that's one of the cool things too about this place is it is the top of everything. Like everything, you know what I mean? It's the best of the best out here. I love just going up to these things, these guys, these different builds, and looking at them. Like I was looking at some so I'm out here with CW Cody Willenberg, and I was looking at his race car. The trailing arms that is on that, it's the CA Tech trailing arm, and I'm like, this is how it should have been from the factory. Like obviously I know that it can't be for whatever purposes, but man, this is awesome. I would have never thought about doing it like this.
Yeah.
And that's, you just see that time after time, and out here it's crazy. So
yeah, and the ingenuity, and every company does it a little different, right? You know, so you've got like CA and CT Raceworks and UFO and all these other companies that are creating their own way, and they'll kind of end in the same spot. They end with a really badass trailing arm or an A arm or whatever it is they're building, chassis. But they all have their own little niche, their own little special twist on it that just makes it really cool. And you can walk around to every one of these cars and all these pits, and you're going to see something new every single time.
Yep.
And the best part, not even the best part, but a really cool part for me is you've got guys that have built these cars in their garages.
Yeah.
Themselves. This isn't like some, $1 million race production.
Yep.
And they're the coolest people, dude.
Yep.
They're like, come in for dinner, they're
offering
food.
Crazy, man.
This industry, I'm super grateful, very lucky to be a part of it. And I thank my lucky stars every day, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Because these people rock.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
No pun intended there with the rock.
Right. Yeah, they rock because we're on rock.
Yeah.
We chatted a little bit before the pod, and I want to bring it up to you that you just gave Jake Paul a car, and you went out to Jake's place.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend Rich.
Oh,
Cutback.
yeah.
Yeah, Rich Cutback. I call him Dumb Dick Rich, so you can quote that. But he's my boy, and me and Rich go way back, dude. We've been doing a lot of stuff together, and he's drugged me all over the country doing some really cool stuff, and I got to meet really cool people, hence Jake and Logan and all the people and a bunch of Supercross riders that he does work for. He's drugged me along.
Yep.
So really cool, and it was neat to see you there because you got to see the track that I was a part of building with Rich, and I was like,
dude,
I was kind of like living through you because I'm at home, you know, doing my thing, working or whatever, and I'm like, oh, whiskey's there, dude.
Yeah, dude. So as far as that track goes, I've told multiple people that it's the most beautiful thing I've seen in real life. Like, it's the most beautiful track I've seen in real life. Like, you see them on TV, different Supercrosses and all this stuff. That is unbelievable. It also, like, the scenery in the background, the dirt that it is, the way the things are, like, they're big but safe, you know, like, just everything about it's super unreal cool. It's a beautiful track.
The dirt there is what makes it. That dirt in southern Georgia, for some reason, that red clay dirt, like like a mix of clay and sand.
It's just enough to keep the dust down.
Perfect.
Just enough to have some traction to it. Everything about it's great.
Yeah, and then like you said, the background with the lake and everything. So when I first heard that he was buying this property and that we were going to go down there and do some track work and build a track of some sort, there was kind of like just grumblings about it. Hearing it from Rich, and I'm like, South Georgia. I'm thinking like, why would he buy a ranch in Georgia? That doesn't seem like the place to buy, right?
Yeah.
For me, but you know, I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I'll go down and help out, check. And then as soon as I got there, and so we started going with Jake around on the side by side and like checking things out. And he's like, I want to build this here and build this there and do a duck pond and all this stuff. And I'm like, this place is amazing. This is, I know now. You know, it's off the beaten path. It's a beautiful piece of property, as you know, and the gun range, bro. Oh my god,
dude, the Berettas and the ARs that are just. I've showed that picture to, I don't know, 10 or 20 times this weekend because a lot of people ask me about the, you know, how is he in real life? What's his draw really? All these things, and it's super funny because his gun range has guns in the concrete. Like, you can walk up and touch them, right? And just enough sticking out where you can tell that they're real and stuff. And I go, I remember asking, like, oh, you just had some old ARs or something, threw them in there? And he's like, no, we took them right out of the box and threw them in the concrete. I'm like, and there's like 20 Berettas also just in there. It's like,
it's
so
crazy.
Cool.
It's
so
next level stuff out there.
Yeah.
And what a good group of people too. I get the same question. They're like, how is he in person? How is he in person? And what just a genuine group of people, you know?
Well, it's crazy because, like, everybody's super quick to make their judgment on people just off of a clip they see on the internet or whatever, or his fights are rigged, his jaw's not really, all these things. And it's like, bro, you have no clue what it takes to at that level. You know what I mean? There's levels to this stuff, and all the way to the content creation to racing. There's levels to it.
Sure.
And somebody like that at the very pinnacle, at the very tip of it, is going to get scrutinized no matter what he does. And the dude to take that much, like, to take half of his day and devote it to me and my family, a freaking dude with like a fraction of the following as him, was unreal. Like, that alone, he didn't even if he didn't say a word to us, which he did. We hung out. It was cool. We went to gun range, all kinds of stuff. The fact he did that is unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like
for sure.
I just couldn't. I can't give people that kind of time that deserve it. You know, like, so I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had a great experience as well. I'm just a lowly track builder coming out to help Rich. You know, he has no reason to even, like you said, even talk to me or anything. And they just, were super cool, welcoming, brought me into the place, showed me the house. Drove me around. Yeah, super, super chill. So it's actually neat to see that side of him. Because you see the outlandish side, the boxing side, all that type of stuff. But it's fun to know that they're still like just like you and me.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I was more than anything I was hoping my video kind of showcased a little bit was, this is just, like, regardless of what your opinion is on him, what I gave him a car, right? It's just me. It's just a dude doing something nice for another dude who did something nice for another dude. That's all it is. There's no more than that, right? I'm not I'm not doing any of that. I actually, when I talked with Rich, I said, Rich, I'm not trying to meet Jake. That's not what this is. This is me doing something that I like, respect, bro. That's awesome. You did that. I couldn't. My friends couldn't. But that guy needed some help. You helped him out, and this is just my way. This is something I can do, Right, yeah. And just great people. Can't say enough good things about them. They're they're solid. They're super solid.
Yeah, I agree. Did you guys shoot that car?
Oh yeah. And believe it or not, so the car, death race car.
Yeah.
I just made it look, it's the only, I mean, at the time that I was aware of, the only screen accurate replica that existed in the world. There's the movie car still exists in Jackson, Tennessee, but besides that, nobody has one that's actually screen accurate that could go do a scene in the movie. But that one. And so anyways, Jake's like, will it do a donut? I'm like, sure. So we're ripping donuts, and then he's like, I think should we shoot it? I was like, absolutely, we should shoot it. Yeah, so we took it out there, shot at it, and it actually stopped a full mag of 9mm, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So was it built by you, or was that just? Yep. So you built that car?
Yeah, built it. Yeah, so I started off with just a regular Mustang GT from the whatever year that is in the movie. I think it's like 06 or something. In the movie, it's like a GT 500 or whatever, supercharged and all that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is just the V8. That's a very expensive car to go cut up and weld on.
For sure.
So, so I just made it replica, and it's actually not solid steel either. So. Everything is like, I like to describe it like, I mean, you're a fabricator, so you get it, but like I would break it to look like a brownie pan, right? Like the plate, like a 1-inch plate was actually just hollow inside.
Gotcha.
I just bent the ends down, welded it. And then one of the most like time consuming parts was I took my plasma cutter and would go through and I call it wash it, but like cut the sides. So that way it looked like it was a really thick, inch or inch and 3/4 plate on the hood, but it's not. It's actually something you could just pick up.
Dude, that's that artist in you.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And on the welds too. So not to cut you off, but
no,
on the welds,
you're good.
Dude, they were like the comment section was going nuts, and it was great, right? Because we lured them in, got more views, whatever. But the truth is, if you watch like how I built videos, I shut the gas off a lot. Like I would zoom in on the welds and stuff. I'm like, okay, all these welds look like crap. So my welds look good on there. I need to go weld over top of my good welds with crap ones. So I'd shut the gas off. Or do silly things, or weld way back where it's like pop,
spitting at it,
and then maybe knock it with a grinder a touch, and I'm like, that looks way more screen accurate than a dime bead, because they're in the joint and stuff, right? They're just getting it together to go like maybe race to get out of prison, so
they're welding up with some crazy welder they made,
100% car batteries and stuff, so it should not look like a modern good weld. So
dude, what a sick job, dude. It's so cool to see the shit you're building, man.
It's unreal.
Dude, and the Batmobile?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, dude.
Does this just come to you in the middle of the night and you just you know what, I'm gonna build a Batmobile next?
So I do have a long list that's ever growing of video ideas and stuff. But the Batmobile, I saw that in the movie The Dark Knight, and I just thought it was incredible. Like, not really a comic fan or Batman fan or any of that stuff. I'm not really a fan of that stuff, but when I watched that movie, I saw that car. The way the movie's made, even like The Dark Knight, it's the only ones that don't. The trilogy doesn't say Batman in it. Like the whole thing is like completely different. The Joker's kind of psycho and crazy. Like it's completely different. And that car is the first one that's actually like could be functional. All the other ones got the crazy fiberglass stuff on it.
Right.
He could never actually fight crime and something like that, or you know what I mean, take that into battle. This one actually does look like it could. So I was like, from day one I saw it, I was like, I will have one of those one day. But they sell them for the screen accurate ones are crazy money.
I can only imagine.
Crazy money. So I'm like, I think I can just build one. So that's how it started.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What kind of drive line's in it?
So it's out of a Crown Vic. The engine and the transmission's out of a Crown Vic. So a 4.6 Ford V8. And then I just got a simplified wiring harness, so that way it would just stand alone and run. So I could get rid of everything and it'll stand alone and run. And then, but I mean, full custom chassis that I built. Everything is custom, all the A-arms, everything, all shock towers, everything's all, I built the, one-off custom. All the sheet metal is, I actually cut and bent by hand. I don't have a press brake. I don't have a CNC plasma table, laser table, or anything like that. It's all by hand. So that's kind of the other little cool kind of thing about it is it's one of one truly. Even I couldn't like replicate it because it's all by hand. No, I can't go over there and just cut that fender out.
Yeah, you can't. You just couldn't reprint another fender or another panel or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Thanks, man.
That's so sick what you're doing. I'm a huge fan. I've had a lot of conversations about you with other people, and it's just every single time it's like he's just coming up with the craziest ideas. And for me, like I said before, the artwork that you do, is so impressive. Like,
yeah, thanks, man.
that etching and stuff that you've been doing is just it amazes me every single time.
Well, thanks, dude.
So,
I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you very much. It's wild to have you here and kind of coming into the racing world with us. And thanks for coming out to Hammers, bro.
Yeah, dude. Super happy to be here, man. And I've been doing the the mud stuff recently, but prior to that I was doing the rocks. So I'm kind of like, I mean, I did not like Cali rocks, but like Tennessee and Alabama and Arkansas, like more hill killing stuff. So it's kind of getting back to the stuff I'm more started at, So
right.
It's pretty cool.
Well, we'll go out and have some fun here at Hammers and enjoy your time. I know it's a bummer you're not racing, but hey, there's always next year.
I know, and it, like I said, things are looking great. I don't see why we wouldn't be back next year. Got to pick up a couple sponsors and stuff. It's, the game. It's hustle, man. That's all it is work to get out here. So.
Yeah, I was supposed to get in a race car this year, and that kind of fell off. The car kind of came into some issues.
Yeah.
So that's off the table. So
I get it.
Full tilt on the old podcast, baby.
I love it.
So
I love it, dude.
Dude, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, man.
It's been an absolute pleasure. This has been the Our Day Off podcast here at King of the Hammers 2026. Thanks for coming on, big dog.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.